So I was asked by this commenter to show him how I played the Clandestiny song, slow it down and talk through some of the fingering. So I'll try to do that. I just learned it from the book, the tab book. It may not be exactly what they play because sometimes these books are not 100% accurate. But you know, it does all right. So the tuning of the guitar starts in with the top string of an A. So very deep. They play a couple songs on the album with this tuning. Word to the Wise, and they play Scorpion Breath. That song, and they also do the Clandestiny song. So the top string is an A, but then everything else is just tuned one whole step down. So a G, a C, F, A, and D. It's just that top string is tuned super low. So if you go to the 10th fret, it should be, once you tune your whole guitar down to a whole step down, then you tune your top string at the 10th fret. And they should sound the same. So the main intro riff has two patterns. They both start the same way. It's just the slide down pattern is something that changes. And it starts with 3 palm mutes on the top string. And then I'm doing 10 here on the next string and 11 here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to play that once, and then we're going to add our ring finger at the 12th fret to make the power chord. So that those first 3 are they're palm muted little chugs. Oops. And then we have this. This is what changes between the two riffs. We start at the 7th fret. So we're gonna be playing here, 7th fret. But we're also gonna hit the next string open too. Typically it's the B string, but since we're a whole step down, it's A. So we're hitting these 2 strings at the same time at the 7th fret, and then the next string open at the same time, and we're just going to slide down to 6 and hit those 2 strings at the same time, slide down to 4, hit the 2 strings at the same time, go down to 2, oops, and then hit the 2 strings at the same time, back up, 2 strings same time, and then up to 6, and then back down to 4, and then back down to 2. And when you do them both at the same time, and then it starts that first riff over again, the 3 chugs, and then 10 and 11, then move it up to the 12. Now here it changes to be pretty much the same in the beginning, the 2 open strings at the 1 open string and the 1 at the 7th fret, 6 and open, 4, 2 and open. And now here we're gonna do like a small version of like a B minor chord. So 4th fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, and then back to the 3rd fret. And when you put those together, and then you do the chug thing again, and you just switch back to the first riff. and then the verse will start and you play that same riff through the verse. And then for the pre-chorus, this part is octaves at 7 and 9 on not the top string but the next string down. So it'd be like in the E if you were in standard, but we're not, so it's actually D. So, and I'm not, the middle string is muted. So 7 and then nothing, it's just the mute, and then 9. So we're just hearing the two notes that are an octave apart. We have 3 hits, and it's just those 2 notes. 3 hits, and then I use my middle finger to press on the top string at the 8th fret, and we do 3 hits there. So, and then 3 hits again. But now here we have this little walk down riff which goes 8, then 7, open, and then hammer on from 7 to 8. Then hit the octave once, then hit the 8 again. And then the whole riff starts over again. So then slow it down again. It's 3 hits. 3 hits. 3 again. Now we do the walk down. 8, 7, open. Then a 7 hammer on to 8. Then strum the 2 octaves. And then an 8 again. So if you get used to that pattern, where you're doing the same pattern of strumming, you're going to do exactly the same strumming pattern. You're just going to do it now down at the 2nd fret. So the 2nd fret, and then instead of being 7 and 8, now you're doing it at 2 and 3. And it still has that same walk down pattern. You're just in a different spot. So we're in octaves at 2 and 4 with the middle string muted. 3rd fret. So it's the same pattern, it's the same shape. Your fingers are doing exactly the same thing. You're just doing it down here. So the 3 threes, 3 octaves. Then you do that 3, 2, open, hammer on from 2 to 3, then do the octave, and then 3. So same pattern of this. And you do it again. Now for the chorus just has us playing what I was playing. I was playing chords. I'm actually playing a B minor chord, just not strumming the top string, obviously. So B minor chord. And then when we get to the next chord, it's a very fast A with a C sharp in the bass. So you're playing the A chord, which is here, but then you're playing with the C sharp at the 4th fret on the well, it's not an A string, it would be a G string. So it's technically not an A with a C sharp then, is it? It's a G with a B. So B minor, whatever. You know, it's all relative to tuning, but the shape is the B minor shape. And then the A with a C sharp. And then a D. Now this chord is not, it's not a power chord, but it is a power chord if you were to come down, because you have that fret on the string. That's, you gotta move up a pinky. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Instead of doing this, you gotta move up your pinky now because you're stringed down. But you're also going to grab this C sharp on the 4th fret. So I have the C sharp here, I have what would be the F sharp here, then I have another C sharp here, and then I have another F sharp there. And it's just, and it's a very fast switch from this at the 4th fret, so 4, 4, 6, 7, down to 2, 2, 4, 5, before switching back to an A, and then the A with the C sharp again, back to the B minor, and then right before you're about to start the pattern over again, you're going to play one A chord, and then back to the B minor. So D, here's that F sharp and C sharp chord, to an A, and when I move that chord down, it's just the same shape that I'm doing here, 4, 4, 6, 7, down to 2, 2, 4, 5. So you're just sliding it down, and then you do the A chord, and then the A with the C sharp, and I add the little vibrato on it, and then back to the B minor, A, and then it starts over. And now we get into a bit of a finger stretch. So we got to go all the way to the 10th fret, the 12th fret, the 14th fret, and then with your middle finger, you need to press on the 11th fret. So this is a bit of a stretch. So it's like you're playing a, in this case it would be a G minor, but you're raising up your pinky to add that 9th in there. So that's where we get that little, that dissonance between those two notes. So that's 10, 12, 14, and then 11. And then everything, same exact shape, just slide it down. So everything is at 5, 7, 9, 6. And you got to make sure you're really curling your fingers around, because you don't want to accidentally have your pinky muting that next string that your middle finger's on, because you want to hear those dissonant notes. So you got to make sure your fingers are really curled. So after playing that twice, then we get into, I guess, the first solo. And the way I played that was I switched to the neck pickup, and starting at 12 on what would be the G string. Sorry. Sometimes the contact is dirty. There it goes. All right, so add a little vibrato to it. I mean, no one's, you hear it in the song. And then I just go up to 14 with my middle finger and back. And then we do this walking up scale thing. So we're do the 12, 14, 12, and then we just walk up this scale. So what I'm doing is there is 12, there's that 14, and then I start at 12, 14, 15, 14, 15, 17, 15, 17. It's all been the same string. Now I go to the next string, the B string, and I'm going to play a 15th fret, and I'm going to go back to the other string right above me at the G string at the 17th fret. 15, 17, 18, 17, and I keep my middle finger here and I slide it down to 15 because I need to have my index finger right here on the B string at the 14th fret. And then I use my middle finger to slide from the 15th fret to the 17th fret and back. Because I go to the 14th fret again of the G string, and then my middle finger comes up and grabs the 15th fret of what would be the D string. And then it just starts over again. Now we get, so once you play that twice, now we get to this part where you could stay there. That's kind of a weird stretch. I mean, we've been doing some weird stretches in the song anyways, but I just shift, instead of doing 15 here on the D string, I just switch here to 10 on the G string. And then I hit the 13th fret on the B string, and then I just move my finger up to 12. And I do that again. Now I'm already here at 12, so I just go down to the B string on 12. And then we're going to slide up to the 19th fret on the B string. And then we slide back. Now this time we slide out to the 19th fret on the E string. And I slide up with this finger, but then when I get close to it, I hit my middle finger on the 19th fret. And then just, again, 10 on the G string. On the 12th, 13th, 12. And then I'm already here, so I just go down to the B string at 12. Slide up to the 19th fret. And then slide back, slide up to the 19th fret on the E string. Quickly flick the pickup selector switch back to the bridge, and then we start playing the intro riff again. And then it plays the pre-chorus riff again. And you go through the chorus again with the B minor and the C sharp, and then the D, the F sharp with the C sharps, the E with the B's, and then the A, C sharp. And then at that time there's another guitar solo that happens, and I didn't play that one. Those guitar solos, they don't really make sense to me, and I feel like it's more when he was playing, I think it's the other guitar player anyways, I don't remember his name, but I feel like he is kind of like improvising a little bit. I don't know, at least that's what it feels to me, because I have a hard time following along and seeing what he's doing and having it make sense in my head, whereas the other one at least makes sense. So once you get through playing those chorus chords again, the song ends with the same exact intro riff, it just cuts off after the 3 chugs, and then the song stops. And that's it. So, I mean, sorry if it's too much. Sorry if it's not as great as other people make how to play videos. It's not, this is the first one I've ever made where I showed somebody how to play a song before. And it really wasn't something I thought of doing. It just, you asked twice, so I figured I would try and show you at least how I played it. It may not be exactly how they play it, but that's how I played it in the video that I posted. And so maybe you'll be able to figure out how you can play it for yourself. Anyways, there you go.